So we got a 2015 Mitsubishi RVR here today. We're doing switching the tires over from the winters to the summers. Noticed the tie rods were a bit worn. One way you can tell when you're driving, when you're turning the one way, you'll hear it clunking. Another way, if you get your car jacked up here, you can move your tire to the left and the right, and you can hear that clunking there. Zoom in and get a shot here, you might be able to see. So there's our tie rod and outer. It's pretty worn, basically squished. So we're gonna go ahead and replace that today. We got a new one here from Napa, brand new. There's a part number from Napa. You can get greasable ones if you like. This is not a greasable one. So first step is jacking the car up. Went ahead and just jacked it up on the frame rail, threw a jack stand in there, and then now we'll take an impact and take the bolts off. I believe these are 19 millimeters. So go ahead and get started. Now that we got the wheel off, you can get a better look at the tie rod here. It is pretty worn, so we'll spray that with PB Blaster. Get yourself a 16 millimeter, put it on there, use the impact gun, blast that off, and then we'll go ahead and get some vice grips to put on here, so then we can take a measurement and then get our alignment pretty bang on. So while the PB Blaster is working its magic, go get yourself a vernier, square, measuring tape. Put yourself a pair of pliers on the tire or the tie rod there. And then you'll go ahead, put it up flush, and get yourself a measurement to the end of the nut here. So we're on the pliers there, so you can see. If I get it fluffed on here. Here we go. So we are 2 lines under 2 inches. We'll screw our new one back onto there, and that will set our alignment. And if it feels off, then we can get it taken in. Okay, there, now that's off. Go ahead and give this a couple smacks and it should drop out. Alright, we're going to give it a few shots with the air hammer just to bust up some of this rust. Okay, so get yourself a pickle fork, put it in between the ball joint underneath, shove that guy in there, give it a few taps. It should pop right out just like that. And next up, we'll go ahead and release this nut down here. Okay, so I got myself an adjustable on the tie rod here, and 7/8 on the nut that's holding it in. The only way of really doing this is you got to kind of wedge a wrench. Right there under the axle. I think we busted her loose. There we go. So just like that. Try and zoom in for a bit for you guys there. So we got our tie rod loosened up. Usually you have to get the nut off, so you might not have to even make any adjustments here. So be quick and easy. R&R. Screw your tie rod end off. Go ahead and spray this down with some PB Blaster. Throw some anti-seize on it. We'll wire brush it quickly, clean it up, and we'll get the new one put on. Okay, then we'll take it, spray it down with some parts cleaner. There we go. And a quick wipe down. Now, because we're in the rust belt here, we're going to take ourselves a little bit of anti-seize. Just throw a little bit on our mounting surfaces, top, bottom, and just a little bit on our threads. Not to go too crazy. And just like that, we're ready to install the new tie rod. So we got our new tie rod in here. This nut is going to be slightly bigger. This is actually be a 19 millimeter that fits on this one instead of the 16. So it's a nylock washer there. So there's no cotter pin. We'll go ahead and take this, start screwing it on the end of our tie rod here. Let's check and verify our new one and our old one are the same length. Yep. So now we're going to go ahead and tighten this. We'll do the same thing. We'll get our wrench squeezed in underneath of our axle. Take our adjustable. Okay. Okay, so we got our tie rod back up in here. Now we'll drive home. Oh, switch to our 19 mil. So the torque specs on these, on the tie rod itself, is about 19 foot-pounds, and on the nut here, if you have the nylock style, it's going to be about 40 foot-pounds. So we're going to set our torque right now with our torque wrench and get it cinched down. Okay, so we got our torque down to the torque specs there. When you guys reinstall these, you don't want to put any lube or anything inside of the hole, because you use the metal on metal to grab, so you'll actually over torque these. So just a tip for you guys there. Now we'll go ahead, clean up. There's our old torn one. She was pretty cooked, as you can see. And there's our nice new fresh one. So we'll clean up our tools fast, reinstall the wheel, take it for a quick test drive, and make sure The alignment's not out. For the lug nuts, you're going to want to torque them to about 80 foot-pounds in the star pattern. So we'll do that now. Okay, so the tire's back on, car's back on the ground. We'll go and take it on a quick test drive, take it out on the highway, make sure there's no shaking or anything. Yes, the wheel is turned a little bit just because of the way I had to get into my garage here. So give you guys an update here now. Quick video. How to change the outer tie rod on a 2015 Mitsubishi RVR. Here we go. So just quick video for you guys, showing you we're on the highway here. Let go of the wheel. Car's still driving straight. It's not shaking. Kind of fighting the wind a bit here. So yeah, driving good. No need for an alignment.